I just became an out-of-state Walt Disney World annual pass holder for the first time ever. And my question always had been, does it make financial sense for someone who doesn't live in the Orlando area to have one of these? Will I make it to the parks enough? Will I get my money's worth? Will I make a huge mistake and spend an absolute fortune this year? Who knows, we will find out. But I'm also gonna share with you a travel hack, how I got this, which is the IncrediPass, which is the only thing an out-of-state pass holder can buy. It's $1,500 plus tax for a total of $600, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, I'm Elisa and I am here in the Magic. Now I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. So first off, I have been going to Disney World pretty much my whole life. Started out as a child, we had one family vacation when I was about 10, 11 years old that just hooked me. I fell in love with the parks, I fell in love with the magic, I loved everything about Disney World, and I could not wait to go back. So as soon as I was old enough, I'm not gonna call myself an adult because I was only 17 years old, me and my husband, boyfriend at the time, made our first trip together down to Florida, and we went to Disney World together. It was magical. It was like our first vacation together, and yeah, we've been together for 30 years, so maybe there was something there that, solidified us for life. No, I'm just kidding. Disney's awesome, but we did that on our own. We have 4 kids, and when the twins were 4 years old was when we took our first trip. We wanted to make sure they were old enough to be able to enjoy it. We know they probably wouldn't remember it, and they don't, but they have the pictures to prove they were there. But we could enjoy it, and it was a great trip. And from then on, as often as we could afford it, we went back, and we have made so many wonderful family memories of our kids growing up at the Disney parks. And what's great is in my living room, I have a digital photo frame, and I have loaded pictures of our family going back to when the kids were little, and there are so many Disney pictures, it just boggles the mind that we have been so many times and we have so many memories to share. And now we are empty nesters. Our kids are all grown, and our kids have kids. Yes, we are grandparents. And we're at that time in our lives where we're just traveling and doing the things we want to do. And one of the things I've always wanted to do was be a Disney World annual pass holder. And my husband said, go for it. You love Disney so much, I want you to have that. He likes Disney, but he doesn't have it in his heart and soul like I do. So he told me, you go get the annual pass, I'll come with you sometimes, but you can go to your little heart's content. So that's what I have done. Also, my husband and I have another YouTube channel. We are EECC Travels, and we have been doing this for going on 9 years. And we have been documenting our travels. We started out, there are family vacations of Disney. There is Disney content on that channel. But I decided for this new adventure, I'm starting a brand new channel, and this is it. So this is Here in the Magic. So if you're just finding this channel, please subscribe because there's gonna be a lot of wonderful Disney content to come. Like I said, I've been going for years and years, and so I have a lot of Disney knowledge here in my brain. So I will also be making tips videos and going into the parks and showing you the ins and outs and what I like and what I don't like and the experience of an annual pass holder. So I'm looking forward to making all of those videos, so be sure and subscribe. Okay, so let's get into the financial aspect of this. When you look at buying a Disney World annual pass, it is a huge chunk of money up front. So for you lucky people who live in Florida, this does not apply to you. When you live in Florida, you have more options. As a Florida resident, there are cheaper passes you can buy. You don't have to go with the IncrediPass. Depending on how often you're gonna go to Disney World, you can choose the pass that fits you. And if you're a Florida resident, you can make a down payment and monthly payments. Out-of-state pass holders don't have that option. It is the IncrediPass only, which is $1,500 per person plus tax, and it has to be paid up front. So that is a huge financial commitment. And that's part of the reason I've never done this. So this year, crunched the numbers, made some financial decisions, irresponsible financial decisions probably, but then really just deciding how much do I want this, and decided this is something I really, really want and something that I'm gonna really, really enjoy, and so bit the bullet and did it. And so I have decided what I'm gonna do for this next year is track how much money I am going to spend as an out-of-state annual pass holder. So first off, there's the IncrediPass. It's $1,500 plus tax. Now, you have two options whenever you sign up for your annual pass. And the first one is you can add unlimited photo pass. This is a great option. It's $99 for as many photos as you want for an entire year. So yes, I absolutely added this. The other thing you can add is an unlimited water park visit. I did not add this because I wasn't sure how much I was going to use it. Yes, the Disney water parks are awesome, but that's something that I don't know how often I would go without kids with me. You know what I mean? So like I took a trip with my family back in September. We had a great time. It was me and my daughter and her 3 kids, and we did go to the water park. We went to Typhoon Lagoon. We had a great day. But I'm looking back on that trip and going, well, if it was just me, or if it was just me and Emily and not having the kids, would I have gone to Typhoon Lagoon? And the answer is probably no. So I decided at this time not to add the unlimited water parks. So at this point, I have spent $1,750-ish on my annual pass. That's $1,500 for the annual pass, $99 for the unlimited photos and tax, because, you know, we're gonna have to pay tax on everything. And here's my travel hack, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. If you use travel credit cards the right way, and there's a caveat here, you can save a lot of money. Now, how does this work? Okay. Because me and Jason travel a lot, it's basically our job. We are travel vloggers. I am a travel agent. We travel multiple times a month, not multiple times a year, multiple times a month. So what I've done is I have found the best travel credit card out there, and for us it is the Capital One Venture X card. And yes, it does have a large annual fee, but we use it so much, it's 100% worth that. But the main thing I'm talking about here is the cash back bonus. So we get 2 points or 2 miles on every dollar we spend. That adds up when you use the card. So what we do is we put everything related to travel on this card. We pay it off monthly, so we are not accruing interest. If you're accruing interest, it totally defeats the purpose of free money, because you're actually paying the credit card to use the credit card. Don't do that. In our circumstance, we put everything that we use on our travel business on this card, and we earn cash back. Now, what if you don't have a travel business? Most people don't. A lot of people still use the same travel hack, but put all of their everyday spending. So your groceries, your gas, your bills, you can actually pay your bills with a credit card, all on a credit card that gives you a good cash back. Make sure you pay it off at the end of the month, and you can earn huge cash back bonuses. So I checked before I pulled the trigger to purchase the annual pass. I was like, I wonder how much I have, because I usually don't touch it. I let it build up and let it build up, and once a year I use it for a splurge, something that I wouldn't normally get anyway, and something I really, really want. And this time it is my Walt Disney World annual pass. So I had over $1,100 in cash back bonus. Over $1,000 of free money. Free money, no questions asked, free money. So I charged my annual pass onto my Venture X card, clicked the I want to use my cash back on this purchase. Voila, my annual pass just went from over $1,700 to $611. I think that is a pretty darn good travel hack, and it is something anybody can do. So if you're looking to save money on your Disney World annual pass, or really anything that is a travel hack, you just have to make sure to pay the credit card off at the end of each month so you're not accruing interest. So what's gonna happen on this channel? Everything Disney is happening here. So I'm gonna be taking multiple trips this year. Actually, I just got back, went to Disney World last week, activated my annual pass. It is the Christmas season. I went to Jollywood Nights. That was amazing, by the way. If you've never been to Jollywood Nights, definitely add that to your list. I went to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I love that. I went to all of the parks and saw them all decorated for Christmas. I even went over to Universal, and Universal has kicked off their holidays, and they have this amazing parade that is just like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. Floats, big giant balloons and everything that they marched through their parks. It was fantastic. I loved everything. I went to Grinchmas, saw the stage show. Universal does a really good job of Christmas as well. So yes, Universal, any theme park that we visit will be featured on this channel. But it's not just gonna be vlogs. Yes, vlogs are gonna happen and they're gonna start very soon. And actually, I've got content from our last trips to Disney World and Disneyland on this channel already as well. But going forward, it's going to be I'm gonna try and go every month. It may not happen every month, but at least every other month or as often as I can, and take in everything that's new at Disney World and be able to show you tips and tricks along the way. So new things are happening. One thing I did on this last trip was test out the Premier Pass Lightning Lane. That was actually a great experience. Was it expensive? Yes, it was. I did it at Epcot. It was $169 plus tax, but it was fantastic. I didn't have to book lightning lanes. I didn't have to worry about timing. Me and my friend showed up at Epcot around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we rode everything that evening, and it was great. Guardians is included, Frozen is included, Ratatouille, Remy is included, and all the other rides are included as well. So you pay a premium price, but you get to ride every single ride with no wait, with no scheduling lightning lanes, and at your leisure. So we were able to go around the park as we wanted to, in the order we wanted to, and ride every single ride. So that was a neat experience. Also, I stayed one night in a deluxe resort and was able to experience the evening magic hours at Animal Kingdom. That was fantastic as well. That was something I'd never done before. I had a deluxe resort stay in September at the Grand Floridian. If you haven't seen that video, definitely go watch it because I didn't book Grand Floridian. I booked Caribbean Beach and got an amazing upgrade. That was fantastic. So we paid for a week at Caribbean Beach for me and my family, and we got a week at the Grand Floridian with a lagoon view, with a fireworks view from our balcony at no extra charge. Yes, pixie dust does happen sometimes. But during that trip, I was not able to go to any of the evening magic hours, and I was on this trip, and I picked a great night to go because it was raining at Animal Kingdom during the day, and a lot of people left, and that evening was completely empty. Like literally anything I wanted to do was a walk-on. And I have proof of walking on Flight of Passage with a posted 5-minute wait. Have you ever seen that before? I sure hadn't until that time. So I'm able to go into the parks and experience things I've never done before because I have the freedom now to go as much as I want. Another thing I did during this trip is I stayed at 3 different types of hotels. I stayed at a Disney Value Resort at All Star Movies for 2 nights, and then I stayed at a deluxe Animal Kingdom Lodge, beautiful hotel by the way. And then I stayed a couple nights off-site, so I was able to do a comparison of what it's like staying on-site versus off-site for the transportation, the convenience, and most importantly, booking lightning lanes. So these are all videos that are coming soon, and let me know in the comments down below, what do you want to see from this channel? What are things that you want me to cover in the Disney parks? So I will be going as often as I can. I know I'm going back in January, hopefully February. I will be there for the opening of Flower and Garden and going on forward from there. So let me know what you want to see down in the comments below. I am so excited for this adventure. I love Disney. I love Disney World. Going to the parks is my happy place, and I will go as often as I possibly can. And I will be keeping track of what it costs. So a year from now, I will be able to make a video telling you how much money I saved as an annual pass holder or how much money I spent as an annual pass holder. That's gonna be very interesting and to come. But if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and we'll see you soon at Disney World. Bye.